welcome back to another episode of The Farm. If you're new here, you are most welcome. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and also turn your notification bells not to miss out on any episodes of The Farm. And of course, to all our returning subscribers, thank you so much. Asante sana, karibuni to Value Farm. We really appreciate you guys so much. Yes, it is a very good day at the farm today. As you can see, the cows are right here. We've been doing a lot with Dr. David. Dr. David, you're most welcome. Well done for what you've been really doing, treating our calves right here. Because this morning here, we were actually doing like the routine checks and also making sure that the animals are really taken good care of. The calves have been taken good care of. So David, what have you been doing? At least teach a farmer out there so that at least any farmer who is watching Value Farm can get some knowledge, because they really appreciate your knowledge that you always share here.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Good morning, viewers and farmers. It's been a bright morning. It's been a good morning here at Value Farm. We're having some normal clinical checkups on our cows, especially the calves. We noted yesterday in the evening that we had 3 calves that were not looking good. After realizing that difference in the evening, I decided to have a thorough checkup and then concluded with the diagnosis. Diagnosed them with something called the malaria pub, Mediterranean disease.
Okay.
Or mashu, whatever.
A mashu.
Yeah.
People also always get it. I was laughing about it because I remember growing up like with my grandmother. She used to always talk about a mashu, and even most people used to talk about a mashu.
In human beings, it's called mumps.
Okay.
So in animals, it's called deliriosis. Brought about by ticks actually. So, but if you figure it out on an early stage, it is a disease that can be controlled and kept under control.
Okay.
So basically, the first clinical signs that you note, we have these swollen lymph nodes. They are called lymph nodes.
Okay.
You see the cheeks are almost the same size as beneath the ear. And then we also have these lymph nodes on the prescapula, and these other ones on the rural. Generally, all lymph nodes present on the body, there's a significant inflammation or swelling. So that's the first rule out. And then definitely the temperature. The temperature is so high. So they develop feverish and then they are very uncomfortable. Some cannot even suckle. But we did a shot right now. We gave them some Povacon and anti-inflammatory, that is Dexapar. Then tomorrow we give them a long-acting antibiotic.
Okay, that is really so nice. So you just treated the 3 because you've only treated 3 of them that were showing the signs.
Yeah.
The rest are okay. And you say they're caused by ticks.
Yeah.
So how sure are you that this one's here? The rest may not be able to get it as well.
Okay, at the level where we are right now, we can't jump into conclusion and say that all of them are affected or until they show signs. That's when we treat, because generally we are fighting something called antimicrobial tolerance, or we have this resistance, tolerance and resistance. You cannot just get a healthy animal and jab it. Okay. We have to wait for it, let it fall sick, diagnose the right disease, and then do the medication.
Okay.
On the other hand, about this Mediterranean disease, this deliriosis, there's another concept that is called immunization. Immunization is done when they are like 4 to 6 months, whereby we do something called lifetime immunization. We introduce the tick homogenate, inject to them, cover them with a long-acting antibiotic, and they develop immunity. But getting a reliable source of the homogenate is quite
so hard. Okay. Wow, that is so nice. Thank you for taking care of these cows right here. Yeah, because the last time we were here, these cows, some of them were just born. I saw one of the Borans that we were treating right now.
Yeah.
It looks so healthy. Looks really so good. It's becoming a giant. So breeds is also something that you need to really focus on as a farmer. If you're going to start maybe cattle farming, you're going to start your farm and you're looking at doing cattle farming, make sure that you source for the right breeds. make sure that you get something that is going to yield and also give you more profit in the long run, and something that is going to at least give you more money, because it doesn't make sense, especially like cows, if you're to invest them, put in a lot of money, but it's going to give you just something that is like a mediocre, something that is not going to grow faster, something that is not even going to give you better offsprings. So once you get like breeds like this ones you can see on the background, the Boran here, this one is a very good breed here. Then also we have, of course, our Ankole, the local ones that we have here, that we have crosses for their good genetics. So the mix is also something that you could really think about if you want to really upgrade, or even, you know, make your breeds better. That is the start if you have your animals. If you can't, you can also sell them off so that you can be able to invest in better breeds, so that you can get something that is going to benefit you in the long run.
For us where we are right now, this place basically doesn't dry so much that we run out of pastures.
Yes.
So for us, free range is working for us. But a farmer who is in a place whereby it's arid or semi-arid, you can improvise feedlotting, which again, feedlotting comes with a lot of infrastructure is needed to be pumped in, lot of resources and money too.
Sure.
Because these animals are heavy grazers.
They
By
are.
the time you do a calculation to make sure an animal is well taken care of and fed up in a feedlot system, that's a lot of money. But if you are capable of doing that, it's okay. But free range, here you can get instant results. As long as you take good care of these animals through clinical checkups, that's like handheld management.
Sure.
Any animal husbandry routine, make it sure it's on check, you can get instant results. On the other hand, comparing it to the feedlotting means you improvise your own ratio.
Your own ratio, yeah.
Meaning that if it is proteins, if it is carbohydrates, if it is dry matter, you really need to sit down, do a calculation and get your own premium.
True.
Which makes it a bit inconvenience to every farm.
Yeah, but
So,
it still depends on the location that you are.
You are,
Because remember, like when we came to Kajiado,
Yeah.
there are some places that the grass wasn't there, but that was the only solution,
Only option we
the
have.
option that was really there.
Yeah.
So if you're lucky enough, like where we are in Uganda, most places have enough grass, then you can definitely go for the free
Free
range.
range, yeah.
Yes.
And then also land size matters.
True.
When the farmer has quite a number of animals, and then the land is quite fragmented. You can also chip in for feedlotting.
Feedlotting.
When you have some good land, you can do some free range.
Yeah, wow, that is amazing. So guys, for the routine that we have here, because we have so many cows right here at the farm, which were produced almost at the same time, so we always make sure early in the morning there is one person that is in charge of these cows right here. He has to make sure that their place, the kraal, is also clean, because cleanliness is key here. The first thing that you have to make sure that where your animals are sleeping is clean. You wake up in the morning to check all of them. In case they have a problem, of course they come and report to Dr. David so that he can go and check, because he has so many responsibilities. Remember, he has to check the goats, the sheep, the pigs, all that is on his case very early in the morning. So for the person who is in charge, he has to go that side, make sure the cows are first okay, they slept very well, then of course the cleanliness, then we also have the bit of milking these cows, because milking is key for us. These cows have to be milked. We need the milk for the pigs, because we use the milk for our piglets right there. Then of course some we also consume, but they have to milk it.
At the moment, we're only doing once milking per day. We do it in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah, because we don't want to starve these calves. We really need them to grow. And we only do it once in the morning.
True.
And so as right now, we are getting around 14 to 16 liters
Per day.
a day.
Wow.
So yeah, that's all. If we were to milk in the evening, we really getting
We're not getting a lot of milk. So we leave some milk for the cows
for
as
the
well.
calves as well.
Yeah.
So that when you over milk and get milk, a lot of milk away from them,
Yeah.
definitely we are compromising them.
True.
So we have to balance it. We also balance so that we don't leave much milk for them and
Also not.
because milk also is related with some dietary issues. It comes with colic, diarrhea.
True.
Which is not healthy. So when you control milking, your calves are safe.
Okay, that's really so good. So after the milking bit of it, he has to take the cows outside to graze. So milking is at 6 a.m. in the morning. So that means he has to wake up like around 5 something to get ready to make sure that those cows are really taken care of. The beauty is we have here lights, and also torches, so that is also helpful. Then at 6 immediately he has to make sure that the cows are all milked. Remember, there are many of them, so it finishes like around 6:30. So 6:30, when he's done with everything, maybe of course making sure that the milk is safe, he has given to the person who is responsible for them. Then he has to take the cows to the field at 6:30. The beauty is, again, with Value Farm, the place is fenced. We don't go to neighbors, we don't go outside the farm. So he grazes around the farm, and he also goes to different places around the farm. Then by 9, they have their breakfast. So he comes back to have his breakfast before 9, so that at least by 9 here, he's having his porridge. Then after porridge, immediately, he has to make sure that these cows are taken back to the grazing field. But of course, like today, there were just a little bit of treatment here and there for the calves, because Dr. David was quite busy, was doing other things. That's why after taking his porridge, he had to make sure that Dr. David attended to these calves right here. David, you're saying something?
Then today being on Saturday, we normally, if it was not for the treatment, we have to spray them today.
Okay.
So we normally do 7, after every 7 days. That is basically every week we have to spray them.
To spray them.
So we have to shift it until
Tomorrow.
Yes, spray tomorrow. So the time in between 9 and 9:30, that's when we had a case the previous evening, we needed a follow-up, a check-up, that's when we keep do some.
Okay. Wow, that is really so amazing. We really appreciate your teamwork and the efforts everyone is putting into it, because at least for these people not to really, because someone to wake up by 6 a.m. in the morning every time to go and check on the cows, it is a commitment. And also another piece of advice to farmers out there: when you realize that someone is not really committed, sometimes you may force someone to do something, yet they do not have the passion, they do not have the love of doing it. It's going to really cost you in the long run, because someone is just going to do it like forcefully, and they are not going to enjoy it. They're not even going to report to you. They're not even going to come to you and tell you that, David, I think this one is not feeling okay. I think this one is fine. So make sure that when you're putting someone, you first also gauge, you also monitor, you also check in, at least be there as well, so that you can know that, is this person really going to manage these cows right here? Is he going to really be proactive, so that he can always tell me what is happening, so that you continue with your business? Because you know what, you put in a lot of money into this. If you're not so keen with everything that is really happening, you're going to lose in the long run. So someone who is not passionate about it, you can always change them. If you have so many people at the farm, try testing different people so that you can gauge. Because previously we had someone who was taking good care of these animals right here, in fact for a very, very long time. I think for years. Yes, he's been here like taking good care of them. We didn't want to change him. He was very passionate about it. But I think because someone becomes just so reluctant, someone just thinks like, what, takes everything for granted, because he knew no one is going to replace me right here. Of course, everyone was coming into the farm, was going to different departments, to the sheep, to the goats, but he was the one who was allocated to the cows. So time reached, of course, no one could talk to him again, because he feels like, I know everything. What are you going to tell me now? People take things for granted. Also have to get at least some routine checks, and also check these people right here, and also replace them sometimes. Also get someone to step in for them, so that in case this one has a problem, sometimes he could also even fall sick, you understand? So you make sure that at least you train other people, so that if someone is not on ground, the others can be able to help or chip in. Because we have someone who just came in, of course we trained him, we realized he can also do it. When the other became reluctant, and big-headed and not listening to everybody. That's how someone just lost their job. Make sure that you train so many people, or some at least extra people, so that they can have an idea and also how to take care of these animals at your farm. But we really appreciate at least the person who has been put in charge of the cows right now has picked up, is doing it even better, and we see, at least we are seeing some progress of the cows and how they are looking so far as well. They're not bad enough, because there's sometimes that you put someone and things backfire. At least they have not backfired at the moment. Everything is really moving as planned. Yeah, so that is our routine, and I just wanted to share with you exactly what we are doing right here at the farm, especially with the cattle, with the cows that we have right here. We have the borans, we have the ankole, then we have also some process of the Frisians. So that's what we have here. Of course, we want to improve. We have other plans of bringing more better breeds as well to the farm, because we want to make the business really also something that is also beneficial for the farm right here. But we really appreciate you guys so much. We also appreciate our viewers out there who have been following our journey at Value Farm and appreciating the efforts that we always put right here, and also the knowledge that we share right here. We see all those comments. Thank you so much. We also thank you for always noting down and also calling us most of the time to seek for more knowledge, for consultations. We appreciate all that. So for those who have not really checked our social media platforms, I don't know what you're waiting for. You should go to Instagram, that is Value Farm UG, Facebook Value Farm, TikTok Value Farm. You can see behind the scenes, get some inspiration, get and see at least some few clips that we share here and there to just motivate you as well. But we really appreciate you guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Till next time, bye.